Hey guys, what's happening? Lex back today for another Brawl Stars video. Today we are going to be capitalizing off all that elixir we got, and we're going to be dropping it into maxing out another Max Brawler, and I think you guess who it is. That's right, good old Dynamike. Now, of course, this video, I changed it back to my last one where I didn't catch the audio, so I'm commentating over what was already played, but that's alright because this is still a great episode. We got Mike here going all the way to max, looking pretty fine, and we're going to hop straight into the battles. We're playing with Crazy Fred and DuBoy122 from my band. Now, Crazy Fred just got Mortis, I think today, or I guess that would have been yesterday, but so he's a little bit unexperienced with Mortis, but you can see he plays really well in this episode, so we're going up against Mortis, Nita, and Piper. Pretty deadly combo and a very strong one as well. But Mike here, what you want to do with Mike is you see where I am. I'm standing behind the walls there. If you can throw over the walls, always use the walls to your benefit so that they can't get like Piper can't hit you directly, neither can Nita. You're going to want to use that. Of course, it's going to limit your range sometimes, but you can stand back there and be just a huge annoyance where they can't get to you. And then if you can get a chance to mix it up in there, you can do some severe damage with Dynamike. I mean, right there you can see they catch it, 225, and I come in, I throw the bomb because I know he's coming back, and bam, Mortis, just like that, 675 damage on a super. Wow. And then we got Brock with us as well, which Brock's super is ridiculous as well. I think the only person's super that's more damaging than Dynamike's could be Brock's, just because of the huge area denial and the non-stop onslaught barrage of missiles coming down at you. So it's pretty crazy. I think I missed another super right there just because I thought they were moving one way that they weren't. But Mortis is coming in at me. Fred go ahead and takes them out right there, and then Nita comes in a little bit too close. And look at that. If both bombs hit the brawler that you're going for, it's 450 damage in one shot. Just one of them catches 225, and that's a good shot as it is. But 450, you can catch both of them, is pretty crazy. Now I'm going to die right here, but that's okay because they're all right here. They're not going to stand a chance really to be able to capitalize. We still have the gems there. Fred had them. Nita's sneaking around the side. Piper, we're going to go ahead and finish her off. Nope. I think she got away right there. Almost got her, but she was a little bit too slippery for us. And then Mortis comes in right there after me. They're all coming in after me, but that's fine. They can do that. And then my bombs, as well as Crazy Fred's super, went and finishes them off. Fred gives him a little dance right there in the middle just to let him know, yeah, we got you. So Dynamike is crazy strong right now. I don't really know if they needed to buff him like they did last time. I don't know. I mean, he was a little bit underutilized, but I don't think that it was really underwhelming. Not a lot of people were using him. Now with this new buff, you see Dynamike a lot. Maybe that's good. I don't think you see him way more than other brawlers, so maybe it is in line. But once people really get to the handle that Mike is as strong as he is, it's going to be, you're going to see a lot more of him, I think, as well. So Dynamike's really cool. In fact, what's funny is that one of my earlier videos where I showed that some of the best and the worst brawlers, literally some of the worst two brawlers that I showed there were Dynamike and Brock. And here we got playing with Dynamike and Brock, and they are no longer bad. Dynamike and Brock are really, really strong. So it's pretty kind of cool. It's cool to see how things swing with the balance changes. It's pretty cool. Here we've got Jessie coming in there. She's chaining off a couple shots. Bo sneaks in around there. I wasn't able to get to him because I was retreating, but I went in and turned around and still got him out there. And the big bomb catches Jessie and Mortis, both dead. Boom. Just like that. 675 damage to both of them. So that's a ton of damage. What is that? 1,350 damage just with one super? That's pretty crazy right there. If you can catch people with multiple, I mean, you'd save your super, in my opinion, for A, when you can get people bunched up, or B, for that clutch moment where you really need the kill, which I was trying to get Mortis there. I ended up killing Bo, but they've got the countdown now, and they're retreating back with the gems. So, well, actually, I take that back. It looks like we swung it back in the other direction. But Nita's got her, or not Nita, Jessie's got her turret right there. And as with always, with anything in Smash and Grab, if one of the biggest priorities you've got, if you're playing against a Nita or a Jessie, is if they throw down a turret or if they throw down a bear, your whole team, you want to turn and kill that bear as quick as you can, or that turret as quick as you can, because you can see this turret right there. We weren't able to kill it. I died, and this turret plays a big part because look at here, we got DuBoy and Fred both pinched between three, the turret, Bo, and Mortis, and that is going to be the downfall of us right there. I don't know if their Bo was trying to spin in the center there. If so, he's doing a pretty poor job. I mean, they're winning. Good job to them for that. But the spin was not so great. Anyway, so there we're coming in at him. We've got it coming in. There comes the bomb right there. Oh, just one more second, and Mr. Mortis would have been dead from the bomb. But that's the way it goes sometimes. They got the win. Good job to them. You can't win them all. I mean, you can't win them all. I think we win all of them except for that one, I think. Sometimes you just got to take the losses with the wins and, you know, move along and do the best you can. And here we are searching for another match, and let's see who we get. It's early in the morning, so let's drink some coffee while we're at it. You guys like coffee? I like coffee, if you guys haven't noticed that so far. Alright, so who do we play up against? We got another Mortis. I think we've seen a lot of Mortises and Pipers as well. You know, Piper is still really strong. She is still really strong, but I don't think she's quite as OP as she used to be. I mean, the damage nerf that they gave her was kind of insignificant. It wasn't that big of a deal. 20, I think it was 20 extra or less damage per. That's not a big deal. I went in and got a bunch of shots on Mortis right there, but I think the nerf that they gave her to her bombs was a very, very solid thing to do because her super is really more for escapability, not so much for damage, and it did a ton of damage. I mean, 375 per bomb in its first iteration was a lot of damage. And she catches me with a shot right there, enough to really drop my health considerably, but she catches me again, but that's okay. We've got something for her. You don't kill me, I'll kill you. But then, of course, Barley, one of the other really OP brawlers, tosses in his super and wipes us all out. But they're sitting there right in front of us. Let's see if we can go ahead and get him back here. Barley's going to die. Not by me, but Crazy Fred. And then here's Piper. She's staying back. Mortis grabbed the gems and he took off. So really, they're in good position right now. They only need 2 more gems, and then they'll be able to start the countdown. Well, 3 now that we killed Piper. So but we've just got a control center. When you do that, if you find yourself in this kind of situation, just bide your time. Remember that mid control is king in Smash and Grab. If you can control the mid, the game is in your hands. Honestly, Piper, she throws her super in there, and you see normally that probably would have killed me, but it just did a lot of damage, and she was able to escape for a second before she died. But that's really, I think, what it should have been. And there's Mortis, and I wasn't judging very well. Mortis with his dashes, I need to be able to preemptively catch those before they actually get us. So they've got the countdown right now, 5 to 10. It's looking grim, but that's okay. 5 to 10 looking grim. I didn't mean to rhyme, but we did. Anyways, but look at right there. The other person I can talk about whose super is crazy is Brock. Duboy drops a huge super on them right there, and I'm throwing bombs. It's kind of pointless because they were immune, but it did back them up a tiny bit. I went ahead and killed Piper with the super, and then Mortis comes in, but he's right there on Fred, but it's really not enough time, and then I'm coming in alive right here, and we're going to finish them off completely. Boom, Mortis is dead. I pick up all the rest of the gems. I've got 11. I'm trying to hide a little bit here. Piper's going to do her little thing, but it's not going to be... You see right there, I'm using Duboy as a human shield. If Piper would have came down and shot, she would have... I was positioning where Duboy was in front of me, and Mortis dashes straight into both Duboy's rockets as well as my bombs as well, and that's going to finish that game off pretty handily with both the supers of Dynamike and Brock is crazy area damage, like crazy damage. So when you can chain both those off, it looks like it just did in the intro. It's just bombs going off, explosions happening everywhere. Hopefully that didn't blow your eardrums. At first, I thought it was pretty cool, but you know, it was pretty loud. Anyway, so now we've got Mortis, we've got Primo, and we've got Colt. It's a pretty solid combination as well. We've got a big tank, we've got one person to carry the gems, and then we've got Colt for doing the damage in the back. It's a solid setup. Maybe not top tier, but it's still a very solid setup. But Primo in there, he's gonna have to run away because he's not looking so good. And so I was about to throw my super right there, you see, because I saw 2 people bunched up, but then they started backing off kind of out of my range. So I chose not to throw it right there. Let's see if I make any of a better choice with this one. I throw my super right there. Does it catch him? It does. So there you go. At least I was able to get a kill when we needed to, even though I didn't catch multiple people. So I'm backing off because Colt's using the super again, using those walls to your defense. Yeah, especially with a brawler where, I mean, you want to do that with any brawler, but especially one with a thrower, you want to be sure to use those, you know, really to help you out there. Mortis is trying to track me down, but then Crazy Fred comes over to help me. I throw my super, and that was a bad one because I thought he was going to come back in at us, and he decided to turn around and go the other way, so I caught nothing with that, and I blew up some walls, so that's not good for me in any respect. But that's okay. We are in the lead pretty handily here, 8-3. Mortis is in the middle. I'm just waiting on my teammates here to come back so we can start to regain. I see Brock's firing in some shots on the other side, so I know he's there. And here comes Crazy Fred. So now we've got our team back. We can go ahead and try to retake the control of the mid. You don't want to try to, you know, 1v3 another team because it's just usually not going to work. I went and take out Mortis right there. I knew he's coming around. Caught him with the bombs right there. And then Primo's coming in. He's going to catch a couple more from me right there. And he's going down. And then Brock fire some shots off in there. I throw another super, look at that, bam, Mortis gets hit, and then instantly Duboy finishes him off with one rocket right to the face. Colt's not going to stand a chance either. He's going in there for Crazy Fred. No, actually Duboy catches him, and then he starts to throw off super. If they would have lived, they would have been dead pretty quickly because that's a super. So good job to Serapez, YouTube, Ronald, and Sir03. But me, Crazy Fred, and Duboy locking it down. I'm catching the star player that time. All right, so hopping into this final match here. Let's see if we can lock off another victory just to finish off the episode. We've got, of course, the same setup as we have been playing with. We got Mortis and Primo again. And at first I thought this was maybe the same team. I thought, Mortis and Primo and Jesse. But then I saw it was Jesse, not Colt. But for a second there, I thought, well, we played the same team twice in a row. But I think that I was playing against randoms. I'm not sure. Was able to finish off Mortis right there. With Mortis, you really got to be preemptive on where you think he's going, but it's hard. It's really hard with Mortis because he's so slippery, and he can get out of harm's way in a moment's notice with his dash. As you see there, he picks up some health with his super, but then he dies to one of my bombs. Again, 450 damage. That's going to take over half of Mortis's health in one shot, so it's kind of crazy. And Mortis comes in again, he catches some shots, and then Crazy Fred finishes off with his super. But right there, Primo's trying to do his work, trying to. Jesse's coming in. See, here's the bad thing. You can learn from what they're doing wrong right now. They're all filing in one at a time. One at a time against three of us. We can easily take out one person at a time. They're not going to really stand much of a chance. So learn from that is that you do not want to come in just by yourself. Unless you're in desperation mode, like it's at the very end and there's no chance you're going to be able to do anything unless you just try to be the hero. Don't try to be the hero. Mortis is about to find a big bomb right here in his face. And then Jessie, she's coming in. Too predictable right there. Again, they were in desperation mode. Nothing they could do. Fred does a little tango for him. And then Brock fires off a super, which was just annihilating Primo right there. So, great game by Fred and Duboy. Good job, guys. Thank you so much for playing with us. Playing with me. We were playing as a team. But I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Dynamike is a ton of fun. Definitely look at putting in some elixir into him for yourself, because I think the dividends are really worth it. And I'm glad that I chose Mike to put some elixir into it, and we've got another Max Brawler coming up here very soon because we spend the rest of that elixir. But until next time, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Lex out.